Hello, Jessica Frost-Ballas here from All the Sparkle with a new video for honeybee stamps. Today I'm going to share a bunch of ways to add texture, dimension, and embellishments to your card using the new 2019 holiday release. So let's get started. First off, I'm blending a panel of Strathmore Bristol cardstock with Stormy Sky, Faded Jeans, Chipped Sapphire, and Black Soot Distress Oxide ink. I go back and forth between the colors to achieve a smooth blend. Once I'm finished, I blast it with my heat gun and then add splatters of water. I blot off the excess water to lighten spots of my panel. Then I set it aside to dry completely. Next, I stamp my sentiment and images from Gnome for the holidays with VersaFine and heat emboss them with clear embossing powder. I color them with Copic markers and then die cut them with the coordinating dies. Then I die cut my dry blended panel with the Snow Day cover plate die. Next, I die cut the Stacking Pines dies from dark green cardstock and masking paper. I blend pine needles and bundled sage Distress Oxide ink over the trees and use the masking paper to cover up areas of the trees as needed for my blending. I concentrate the dark color towards the top of each tree segment and get lighter towards the bottom. Then I adhere a piece of white cardstock behind the panel to create a snowy sky. I also tear a small piece of A2 cardstock to create a snowy ground for my scene. The torn edge creates an interesting texture on the panel. Next, I want to add a little interest to my trees, so I apply a little Nouveau crystal glaze to the tops of each tree segment and sprinkle it with white puff embossing powder. I heat the embossing powder and glaze, and it really puffs up. You could use Versamark with this powder, but I find you get way more lift from the glaze. Then I adhere the elements of my card with a mixture of regular adhesive and foam mounting tape for a little variation in dimension. And now it's really time to decorate. First, I add a lot of Spectrum Noir clear sparkle to the gnome and trees. Then I add more crystal glaze to my snowy treetops and my gnome and sprinkle them with a mixture of chunky and Prisma glitter. I let it dry and then tap off the excess. I add a few accents with a white gel pen and finally finish my card with a fluffy pom-pom on my gnome's hat. And that's it. I hope this gives you some ideas for how to add embellishments, texture, and dimension to your cards. Thanks so much for watching, have a fantastic day, and happy crafting! Bye!